Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're well. I've got something on the screen there. It looks like it's a scratch or something. Oh, shit, just caught it with me now. I've got another one now. I can see two things on the screen now. It's on the protective covering. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. As you can see, different scenery again. Literally, I think it was about 2-3 days ago, I released the Squashy double IPA from Staggeringly Good. That was reviewed in a hotel room, and that was literally a month ago to sort of now, and I only just literally released it 2 or 3 days ago, and now we are back working away again in Carnarvon in another travel lodge. My screen looks dark as well, never mind. Yeah, so we're back in another travel lodge now, back with another beer review, and this originally, when it was bought, wasn't going to be a review. And it's a beer, or a cider I should say, that I've had from Lidl before, or I thought I had, but it turns out this is actually different and lower ABV. So what we've got is from André Talbert, or Talbert, and this is their Cidre de Normandie, and I'm not sure what that is. Doux, D-O-U-X, don't know what it means, but they had this in Lidl. This was from Lidl, but before they had the André Talbert Cidre de Normandie cider, same size bottle than that, but it was 4.5%. This one, if you can see, is coming in at 2%. So I don't know if that means anything or whether that was on the old bottle, but basically we have a 2% cider, French cider. 750ml bottle. I think this coming at £1.99 or £2.49. Now I got the mother-in-law to pick me 6 bottles up, I think it was. 6 bottles she got me, because I thought it was the other one. But it turns out to be a lighter version, so I'm going to decide to review it while I'm here. I've also got another bottle as well, because if the weather's going to pick up, it'll be nice and refreshing, hopefully, at 2%. So there we go. Same sort of style as the last bottle. It's a Cajun cork thing. On my journey this time, I've only got about 3 beers that I actually bought to review, but they'll all be going in the Bazza's beers, all the beer no idea glass. Just bought that one this time. So yeah, let's get it cracked open and see what we get. I don't know if anyone else has reviewed this, not that I am aware of. So let's get it cracked open and get it into the glass. Now, while I'm here on my stay, I will be in this hotel room, so this view will be here for the next 5 days. I haven't got to move anywhere else like I did last time to Bangor for the last day. But while I am here, I think I will go to Morrison's and Asda, because there's literally Morrison's over the road that way, literally that way, if you like, and over the road that way is Asda. Look at me, look like a monkey man. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there. I think they're gonna have quite a few beers that I can literally pick up where I am anyway, because I'm on the border of Wales. But we'll see what they got, and I'll maybe pick some of them up to review. So let's stop waffling, let's get this cracked open. 2% cider. I mean, when the weather's good, big pop. I don't know if you can see, but there was plenty of sort of smoke coming up there. It's the ideal, if the weather starts picking up, it is the ideal drink, isn't it? A cider, crisp, refreshing, and at 2%, quite frankly, sessionable, isn't it? I could have this at dinner time if I wanted to, couldn't I? If I was really hot on my job and I come back here at dinner time, I could have a big bottle of this, couldn't I? Although I wouldn't, because Baz is very professional like that. Likes to think so. Anyway, cider in a glass. We had a big rush of fizz come up, and that's gone. There's a few sort of bubbles going up the glass, but it looks typical sort of apple juice, clear as a bell. You can see me in it with a few bubbles. So let's dive in with the nose, see what we get on the aroma. Yeah, lovely crisp apple smell, as you'd expect. There feels, could be me, a little bit of a metallic copper sort of aroma in the background. That could be me, but I mean, if it is, it's very subtle. That could just be the sort of smell you get from ciders anyway, but you know, I know you do sort of get some funny sort of whiff from it. Is it that? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it still smells like a nice cider. You still get that little bit of sort of alcohol aroma in there from that whole 2%. But yeah, smells good. So let's stop waffling, dive in. André Talbert, Cidre de Normandie, doux. Doux, I'm going to say is 2. That's probably the 2% one, isn't it? So yeah, let's dive in, give it a go. It's a long time ago picked this up, so I don't think you're going to see this again until probably later on this year. Let's have a go. Cheers. Oh. Do you know, it's very nice. Very nice. The first thing you would think is, I know it's cider's only apples, that's the only sort of taste you're going to get. But you still get that feeling of a cider with alcohol in, if you know what I mean. There's nothing missing. There's some weight to the cider. It doesn't feel really watery thin. In fact, that drink's way better than any of that sort of strongbow shit that you get in a can. Way better. That is massively watered down, I would say, the strongbow and that. But this has some weight to it. Very much crisp, clean, apple core, apple skin, green sort of apple flavour, if that makes any sense to anyone. There is a slight sweetness to it, but it's not overpowering. To be fair, for something that is weak again, you might think it would be a little bit over sweet. And it's not, no. You do get the acidity in it, I'm going to say that. I think you do pick that up. Or again, unless that's just me. But I think you do get that sort of acidity in the background, and I think as drinkable as it is, as crisp as it is, as clean and refreshing as it is, and as much as you'd want to drink loads of it, I think if you had 3 of these sort of size bottles, 750ml bottles, I think you'd really be suffering with a bit of heartburn after, because it is there. I mean, you know, sometimes I suffer from a little bit of it. Too many hoppy beers and some, you know, I can feel this on me, but I wouldn't say I've particularly drunk loads to feel sort of, you know, have that acidic sort of burn in me. So I think it is there in this, but it is very nice. It is very clean. It is very crisp. Pardon me. It is refreshing. Let me tell you about the carbonation. There is some in there, as you heard. The carbonation is nice in it. It suits the cider. It's reasonably busy. It's not whacking your palate about with bubbles and fizz like Coke or anything, but there is quite a bit there. It's certainly not as carbonated. I'm going to hark back to sort of Strongbow and that. It's nowhere near as carbonated as them sort of ciders. It's a lot more weightier. Goes down a treat. 2%. Do you get that? You don't. But what is nice about it is that you do get a feeling that there is a little bit of alcohol in there. You do feel like you're drinking. You could quite easily say you were drinking a full fat cider here at 2%. And you know what? For that reason, not just that reason, actually, it might be 2%, but it's got some weight to it. It's not watery. It does feel like you are actually drinking a full-on cider. So for me, yeah, that's going to get a big thumbs up from me. I like the original one they released at 4.5%, and I like that. I do like that, and I think, you know, like I say, 2%, it's a safe little number. If you wanted to have a little cheeky one, you could get away with that at 2%. I really do think you can. So, yeah, big thumbs up from me. Look out for it. You might see it again this year. Fingers crossed we'll see the 4.5% one. But either one, if you see either one in Lidl at some point this year, give it a go, pick it up. That's my views on this cider. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. And Bazza, we'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.